Hey everyone, Kwan-yee with me. How you guys doing today? Hope you guys are okay. So I woke up this morning feeling a lot of gratitude, feeling like thankful for the place I'm in now, and feeling a bit reflective of the times where I didn't feel so good, and just thinking of how like my mindset was so different then than it is now. And yeah, so the message, I suppose, or the thought of this morning is like, don't be so hard on yourself. I know that when I was feeling low and when I'm in low periods, I'm like I was quite hard on myself. I was quite like, oh, you know, all these horrible self-thoughts that you talk to yourself, right? So you're like, oh, what's wrong with you? You don't have the energy every day. Like, you just have to get some motivation. Because, you know, my video about when logic doesn't match your feelings, it's kind of like, just because you're down, or just because you're like feeling really low or depressed or whatever it is, you know, those people aren't stupid. Like, people ask them questions like, oh, what's wrong? Okay, so what are you going to do to get yourself out of that? And you know, and the intentions of the people asking are really nice, because they're like, you know, I can see you're suffering. We all know what, you know, there are things that you can do to get yourself out of it, right? To sort of help yourself, to better yourself. But actually, when you're in that mindset, there's no, like, the people that are in that mindset are not stupid. They know this logic, they know this stuff. But here's the thing, no one's choosing to be unhappy. No one sits there and thinks, do you know what? I really want to be unhappy. I really want to be depressed for like 6 months or a year or 5 years or whatever it is, right? No one thinks that. So they already know the logic behind, you know, trying new things and me time and the basics, right? Because everyone knows that, you know, everyone knows that. So the thing is, like, the people that are feeling low and sad or whatever, they don't know why. They don't know why they're feeling sad. Because if they did, they are not stupid. They would go out and fix it, right? So everyone that is feeling that way, or not, just on a daily basis, I think we all just need to give ourselves a little break, you know? I think one of the main things that I did when I gave myself a break was when I learned to not care about the voices when I was changing every 6 months my job or whatever I was doing. The voices saying, oh God, again. It's like, no, I'm not listening to you. Giving myself a break. I'm actually doing something about the fact that I'm not happy here. That's why I move. Which is why I feel so lucky now, because if I hadn't have moved, I could still be working like in fast food places, which there was nothing wrong, because at the time it served a purpose. At the time it served a purpose. I needed to go and do a job, not think much, and just get money at the end of it and go home and sleep. And that's what I needed to do at the time. And so that's what I did, right? So no one knows you better than you. No one knows anyone better than they know themselves, because no one knows what's going on in here. Like, you can talk to someone, you can kind of guess their intentions or whatever, but you can't know their exact experience. So I just think that everyone's doing the best that they can for themselves at that point in time. So yeah, just have some self-love and yeah, give yourselves a break. That's the morning thought.